Hello, I'm making a puff pastry. So in French, it pate choux. So this process is a very technique. So here I have 500 ml milk, and I will put this to boil before I add the 300 grams of all-purpose flour, and in here I put 10 grams of salt and 10 grams of sugar to boil. Okay, so watch me closely because this is very technique. So I'm gonna bring this to boil first. Well, it's in the stove. I have 200 grams of butter. You can use butter or margarine. So in this case, I'm just using butter because I'm doing a different kind of pastry fillings. Okay, so well, it's in the stove. It's warming, and I will show to you slowly how to process this. And hold on please. So here it's already hot. I'm gonna add this butter, okay, to melt on the hot, which is you can see the smoking. Okay, I'm making a lot because I'm gonna show you different shape, but they are one ingredients. It's just if you see this in the pastry shop, you can see the eclair or the puff pastry with the fruits inside, and either you using a whipped cream fillings, or you can use the custard filling. So after this, I gonna show you how to make the custard, but meanwhile I gonna add this in one. I don't need to sift it. I just to mix this, and then I gonna bring this to back to the stove. And here, see, so it's just look like this, but you will see when I gonna bring this to the stove. Okay, as you can see, I put a tiny fire to see here, and I gonna keep stirring this one until the pastry cook. And once it goes all together, it means your pastry is cooked. So I gonna stop in this stage because look, okay, I gonna stop in this stage. So this is how it works. It's all in one paste together, right? Oops, I make a mess. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, so we'll bring this to the mixer. Okay, so this is a mixer bowl. You can do this by hand if you wish, but hey, I have a lot of machine in this kitchen, so I am using my my hands. But it's at home, if you don't have a mixer, you can still do it. It's just a lot of time to do. So it's still warm, right? I just transfer there, and you have to mix it this. And I have here, I have eggs, nine eggs, but I'm not too sure if it's enough, but you can always add. But while it's running, you have to add one at a time. So to see the texture, I will show to you closely. Well, because this one it's very fragile to make. And this is the third eggs I'm putting, and it's still, so you have to keep mixing one at a time, not to cook the eggs, because as you know this is hot, so you have to pour the egg one at a time. See, it's a bit creamy and nicer, but you have to keep going because it's not enough yet. See, and this is 5 eggs already, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's okay. See here. See, I'm focusing the camera here. I never stop. But what I mean, because I want you to see the texture of this one. Well, actually it's a bit it's a bit so soft, but it's okay because, but that's what I said, you have to have 9 eggs in here. But I just realized that my eggs is large, so I should not use 9 eggs. I should use only 8 eggs. But it's not the end of the world for me. It's okay for me, because what happened when it's too soft, and you're gonna have trouble of piping, because it's gonna run. But this one, in this case, is fine for me. So I'm gonna keep mixing that one. I'm just bringing up and down. I'm gonna mix it until became cold. Right now it's still hot. No, actually not really hot. It's like warm. But I want to bring it to the room body temperature. Okay, so now it's became room body temperature, and I will turn off. Wow, look at this. This is amazing. You see, as I told you, is just need to focus what you're doing, because this one is so fragile to make. Okay, I'm gonna bring this to the other table to prepare my piping bag. Okay, so here is it now. It's ready to pipe. Oh my god, beautiful dough. It's not too creamy, and the way it should be is not too runny, but mine it is, so it's okay, because I'll be okay with this. And I'm gonna put 1 teaspoon of vanilla, 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla, sorry, just that. So I'm making half because different shape, but here this is so handy, right? Very handy to help me. I don't need to support, so I just gonna pour over it's so easy when you do this, because you just need to pour it. You don't have to be worried that you're gonna make a mess. But I can do this in one hand, I have no problem. But I just show you guys the easy way. This is over full, so I could do that. And me, I like to to clean my spatula, because you know what, it's gonna go to the sink anyway, so why not as well to clean up your own. Look, my bowl is super clean, right? So this is how I work. And as you can see, so simple. I have here the round number 447. It's a this is the size I want, but you can make sizes, small sizes, what you want. It's not a big problem. So you see. Okay, now I have here, oh, sorry, see, it's a bit loose, see, because that's why I have to help, not normally I can do the round thing, but this type I can. And I think I pipe it also very close to the edge. And oh, as I told you before, I make so soft, right? So you see, when you are soft, it's not easy to pipe. Then I have this to help me to press. Now this one is different. I just because it's a bit soft, but for me it's okay. It's hard. It clear. So okay, I finished the piping, and this is ready to bake to 350 for 20 minutes. Okay, so I'll show to you more. Okay, so while it's baking, I'm making a filling. So in the fillings, I have eggs here. Okay, I have 3 eggs. I have to whisk, right? And meanwhile, I will bring this to warm up the milk. I have milk here, 2 1/2 cups of milk. Okay. And I have 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Okay. And then I will bring this to boiled. Well, it's in the stove. I'm gonna whisk this and 1 cup of sugar. I'll mix it all together. I put all the eggs yellow and white because the yellow is giving a richest into the fillings. So I'll mix this very well. And here I have 1 cup of cornstarch. The reason I put cornstarch because the cornstarch is creating a glossy touch, and it doesn't taste the flour. Because if you don't have a cornstarch, it's not the end of the world. You can still using the all-purpose flour, whatever flour you have, or whole wheat. It doesn't really matter. You just need to do the process. And be careful because the flour the flour is a little bit lighter than cornstarch, so you just need to add a little bit of flour to make it the fillings a little bit thicker. So in this case, this is ready. Okay, so I'm gonna bring this to the stove and I will show to you more. Okay, so this is already warm. Before it totally boiled, I'm just gonna remove some, and I will put it into in here because you have to have not the egg cooked. You can mix it all together first, and then you bring it back. Then you can bring it back to the stove in a medium-high heat until this is thickened. But you have to keep mixing. See here, it's a little bit thicker now. I don't want to stop my camera. I just want you to see the techniques with this, and I'm gonna keep going. You just need to keep mixing because you don't want to burn the bottom, and you don't want a lumpy texture into the fillings. So you have to have the good texture. So now it's getting there. And watch out for the cornstarch because the cornstarch is turned to thicker faster than regular one. As you can see, because when I pour the warm milk, it's not too warm, so it's take a little bit while. But meanwhile, it's gonna be I'm getting there. It's getting there. Look. See? The thickness of this pastry cream, for you to know that the cornstarch is cooked, when you see the bubble, when that is ready. So I will turn off the stove, keep it mixing. And voila. You see, guys? I wanna see. This is good. Okay, I will show to you more. So in this case, I really want to have a very yellow color. I'm just gonna add a tiny color drop into my pastry cream, because hey, hold on please. Okay, I'm just gonna add a tiny yellow. You don't have to do this, but because my egg white and egg yolk, normally sometimes I have egg yolk in here, like it's very yellow, my egg yolk sometimes, but this time my egg yolk is not that so yellow. So yeah, I'm gonna just add this extra, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla, and that's about it. And here, you see, this is, I like the color. Oh yeah, this is it. You see my filling? I like this one. And then this one, if you would like, you can use because it's gonna be very cold, and the texture is a thicker, and if you want more creamy, you just have to whip 1 cup of cream, heavy cream, with 2 tablespoons of powdered sugar. Let it whip, and then you mix it into these fillings. But for me, I don't want to have over creamy. I just want to keep it the way it is. But these guys, I'm not gonna use this one for now, because my pate choux is gonna be, it's still in the oven. So what's gonna happen is just keep watching with my next video, because I'm gonna bring it to the finished touch. So this is it. My fillings is prepared, and the way this is, you have to put into a plastic surround, because once it get cold into the fridge, it's create like elastic on top. So you just make sure the air, it doesn't go into air, and the cold doesn't get into the pastry. You see, I'm just pressing all the way to the pastry cream, so there is no really air bubble, and leave it in the fridge for until get cold, and that's gonna be ready. And that's it for now. So I show you how to make the pate choux and the fillings, and the next step is to assemble. So see you for my next video, and I'm gonna mention in the previous one what's this about, and until finish. Okay, thank you for watching from Cafe Helen, and please prescribe or ask question and thumbs up, and if you don't like, it's okay. I can still accept it, and there's no harm feeling. Of course, I'm doing here without editing in my I'm using only my cell phone camera. I don't do editing, so what you see, that is it. Okay, so I don't have an extra touch for my video or editing for my video. That's it for now. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful day.